Well, the St. Louis County Sheriff's Office is investigating two separate crashes in Rice Lake. One of them sent 4 people to the hospital. This is video from that first crash that happened just after 10 o'clock this morning, involving 3 vehicles at Rice Lake Road and Martin Road. Authorities say one of the drivers failed to yield the right-of-way. 4 people were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Meantime, this is video of the second crash in Rice Lake. The 2-vehicle crash happened at Jean Duluth Road and West Tisher Road around 1:30 today. One person was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Authorities believe one of the drivers failed to yield the right-of-way at a stop sign controlled intersection.